take a while to repair that.
I mean, there's all of that, and it's also one of the prettier spots in Florida, which a lot of pretty spots in Florida, but Southwest Florida,
Right.
gorgeous. It's going to take a long time for them to recover. I had the question yesterday: is this the type of storm where they retire the name? Yes. I'm sure the name Ian will be retired after the destruction that it's wrought across the state of Florida, and it's not done yet. I mean, it's going to be heading in the southeast as we head through Friday and into Saturday. Locally, our weather, I mean, you couldn't ask for nicer weather. Today, our probably nicest fall day yet. Temperatures started off in the 40s. We ended up with afternoon highs in the low 70s. There's a live look outside right now as we look at downtown Springfield off to the west. Very bright afternoon across the area. Temperatures currently sitting at 71 degrees. Let's take a look at the morning lows. It was chilly. Temperatures dipping into the upper 30s and low 40s. Here in Springfield, officially 44 degrees the morning low. That is our chilliest morning since April the 27th. Well off the record low, though, of 33 set back in 1967. There were other locations, though, that were a lot colder. You know, those typically colder spots. Round Spring is one that comes to mind, and this morning registered a low of 32 degrees. So in those typically colder spots, we had lows in the 30s and even some patchy areas of frost to start off the day. Ava coming in also at 41 this morning. That fall feel certainly there. And the pipeline is set up, and we are not going to see that pipeline shut down for days. So this fall feel is going to continue to get pumped in across the Ozarks right now on northeast winds. Quiet pattern continues clear overnight tonight. Basically, if you looked at your thermometer this morning, I think you're going to see a very similar reading tomorrow morning as temperatures dip back into the low to mid 40s. And then tomorrow we'll find sunny skies with afternoon highs back in the 70s. Once again, those typically colder spots could get into the 30s. This is just a general representation of what we will find for morning lows on average. But, especially with the topography here in the Ozarks, you're going to get those pockets that can get quite a bit colder, Round Spring being one of those locations, that one in Shannon County. Temperatures tomorrow will warm into the mid 70s for highs. Looks like about 75, 76 here in Springfield. Nice breeze out of the east at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Of course, we talk about how nice it is, but that also means that it's very dry. And we got our drought update today, and the drought has worsened further over where it was last week at this time, particularly over southwest Missouri and in northwest Arkansas. That's where the dryness has really been focused here over the course of the month of September. Looking at our difference from last Thursday to this Thursday, what we find is we're now looking at exceptional drought conditions sneaking into southwest Missouri here along I-49 from Nevada south down to Joplin. Why? Because that's a location that has virtually seen no rain this month of September. Joplin officially less than half an inch of rain for the entire month. Here in Springfield, not much better at a little over 1 inch. Similar problems down in northwest Arkansas and Harrison at just a little over 1 inch for the month of September. And of course, September ends tomorrow as we go into October, as we get into Saturday. I mentioned that pipeline of mild dry air pumping into the area right now. It's not going to shut down. That pressure difference between our high to the north and the low that is Ian to the east will continue this flow of northeasterly winds across the eastern half of the United States, and we're going to feel the impacts of that, keeping our weather pattern dry, also keeping our weather pattern very comfortable. When will we see a pattern change? Well, not until maybe the middle of next week as we flush out the remnants of Ian and we see a little dip in the jet stream moving into the Ohio Valley, pushing a cold front into the area on Wednesday. Should see some clouds with that, maybe a few spotty showers as well. But don't get too excited about the prospects for rain out of that system. Take a look at the temperatures through the weekend. Just about ideal. Upper 70s Saturday and Sunday, lows in the 40s, creeping a little higher, about 80 on Tuesday, 81 come Wednesday of next week. Bailey?
All right, thank you.